All right, guys, what is up? So we are back here. Not even a week later, I had just told you guys that Princess had just had all these eggs. That's in the last YouTube. I'll try to put the link right here so you guys can click it, and then you guys can check out all the eggs from Princess, my golden child, retic. It's a reticulated python. And I told you guys, oh, I have this Burmese Python that's about to lay, and her name is Diamond. I've been really excited for this because I've been growing this girl up for almost 2 years now. And I tried pushing her last season. She gave me every sign in the world that she did not want to breed. So this season, she was for it. She let my male get it. That's Gary. For most of you guys know who Gary is. Gary is my awesome male Burm. And she's sitting on a pile of eggs right now, so we're going to check those out right now. All right, guys, so check this out. If you guys want to get a close-up right here, we actually have my Burmese Python. She is wrapped around a big stack of eggs right there. If you guys want to see real close up right there, she is in a trance. She's not going to bite. She's lost in the sauce right now, just protecting her eggs. And yes, the lights go on and off because they're on thermostats, guys. We keep them at a specific temperature so I don't have to come in and, you know, turn it on and off. And it's funny, you guys might actually see her vibrate a little bit right now, where she'll actually shiver. She looks like she's shivering. And it's funny, people are thinking, oh, you know, she's in pain or something, or why is her body all shaped like that? That's actually her keeping her eggs warm. So she's thermo-regulating the eggs by herself. She doesn't know that I'm about to take her eggs and incubate them. So now that she's looking, she might actually want to protect her eggs. So I'm going to grab a snake hook real quick. I'm going to grab a bin so I can soak her. We'll, you know, give her some water and some hydration while we pull her eggs, guys. We got our snake hook. We got our bin of water right here. It's lukewarm water. Again, that's so that she can soak. It also helps for another thing. It's actually going to get all the scent off of her, like the eggs and whatnot, so that when I do clean this cage out and then let her be back in there, she's not going to have the idea and the scent that her eggs are there, and she's not going to be in mom protective mode. She's going to go right back to hopefully eating right away. I'll offer her a meal in about 24 hours, and hopefully she takes, but sometimes it takes a week or two. Sometimes it takes a month or two for these guys to go back onto food, but I think it has a lot to do, and this is my opinion, on the scent of their eggs around there. So hopefully that helps take it all out, but without further ado, let's get these eggs out of here, guys. We're going to go ahead and hopefully not get bit because I've never collected eggs from this girl, so I actually don't know how she's going to react, but just seeing on how twitchy she is, she might go for a bite. I don't know yet, and I don't want to harm these eggs because she will squish them protecting them. Oh my God. And again, the goal is to be as least stressful as possible for these eggs, and for her, but that's not always the case. So we got her tail unwrapped from it. That's a very important part right there. Oh yeah, she'll go for the bite. And we want to get her head that way. There we go. You're not even on the eggs anymore, girl. Bam! Look at that. Beautiful girl right there. Again, this is a super hypo or an ivory granite het albino female right here. Possibly het green, but we'll find out, won't we? And what I'm going to do real quick is, I know there's not, but I'm basically palpating her, making sure there's no eggs left in there. And we'll do that again in a second. I'm going to let that scent get off of her for a minute. Bam. All right. Snake put away. We didn't get bit. Yep, no bites. And a clutch of eggs we got to pull, candle, and get them into some containers, guys. So let me dry off my hands. Some people are going to be like, why are you drying off your hands? You're just going to touch eggs. Well, you don't want the eggs to get wet. It's going to create mold. It's going to create windows. It's going to create weak calcium around the eggs, and you actually don't want that because that's going to mean that most likely those eggs won't hatch, or you just lower your chances of fertility rate from these eggs. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and take all these eggs out, guys. So it looks like we got little clunches of them. So right there we got 4, just right there, 4. We got a loose egg right there. That's 5. We got 6, 7 right there. We got another loose. We got 8. And it looks like we got a whole clumpet of eggs, we're going to call it. And this is where she laid her eggs. So I'm going to take this out. And real quick, you guys probably don't care to see this, so I'll probably, what is it called, time lapse this, but I'm going to HIBA cleanse that, wipe it down real quick, that area, and we're going to count these eggs out. All right, so if you guys have watched my last video, then you guys already know how I set up these sim containers, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to only do it with one of these. We're going to do it my way of setting these sim containers up, and oh, look at that. So you guys know, I don't know, Don't quote me on this, but I think these are $39.99 each from John and Dragna over at Sim Containers. Again, I have endless amounts of these things. Look at that. Corn snakes. 1998. No, I'm joking. 7/19/21. Look at that. MBKs. What are these? Redfoot tortoises. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, we've hatched out a lot of stuff in here. Oh my God. Princess from last season. Yeah, we got a lot of eggs that have hatched out in these things, guys. So let's set these up. You guys know how I like to set these up. Have our water running in the back. You guys can probably hear that. I get this water crystal. Layer the bottom. That might have been too much. We'll find out. Take some of this right here. That should soak all that up. We have one container right there. Ooh. All right, bam. So we are good just like that. We have our sim containers set up for the most part. Finish up these dividers right here. So we place these little things right here. We figure out how big the egg is. That needs one more right there, and bam. That should fit just like so. So what we're gonna do is press this in, and we're gonna do that 2, 4, 5 more times for all of these, and we'll start putting these in. So here's another little time lapse, guys. All right, so now that we got all of these sim containers ready, we have all these little dividers in here and the little stands that separate the eggs. We're gonna go ahead and start separating these eggs, and we're also going to have to candle them because that is, you know, just our favorite thing in the world to do right here. So for now, I do gotta turn off the lights to candle these guys, so let's go turn off the lights. So we actually had to turn off the lights right here so that we can go ahead and candle these eggs. We got our Sharpie right here to make sure the embryo is facing upwards. Got our flashlight so we can look inside the egg, see where the embryo is at. Hopefully we get all of these into the sim container correctly. They incubate just fine, and we get a whole bunch of healthy, nice Burmese pythons. By the way, I'm hoping for some blizzard burms on this one. But here is number one. Let's see, you can see right inside that egg. And you see that little floating piece right there? That right there is the embryo. Is that visible on camera? Can you guys see that little thing right there? Yay, nay? That's the embryo. You guys are gonna have to take my word for it, all right? So bam, we got one right there. And funny thing about these eggs is I saw her yesterday, you know, looking for a place to lay these eggs. You can just see her searching. You can see a nice bulge at her tail. And what I did with that enclosure is I actually ended up putting some brown paper over the windows so that she'd feel a little bit more secure. She felt like she was hiding. And lo and behold, I think that's what did the trick, and she just laid. Obviously, she was due to lay regardless, so she's going to lay when she's due to lay. But, you know, it always helps to make them feel all that more secure so that they don't end up holding any in, you know, end up becoming egg-bound or any of that. That would really suck. So in this case, we don't have any problems with that, and that's really nice to see. So, you know, that's just something that I want to throw in there just in case you guys don't do that or you guys are breeding burms and you guys are, you know, a little bit more worried like I am when they're in that process. You don't want them to stress out. You guys can always cover the enclosure. So like if you guys look at this enclosure right here, literally took a piece of paper that drags all the way down right here and just taped it up against this. And you'll probably see it in some of my Instagram videos in the background. And that just, you know, to me, helps them feel a little bit more secure. But let's continue on with these eggs, guys, and see how many we got. If you guys want to take a guess now, look how many eggs there are right there. Go ahead in the comments right now, pause the video, and take a guess. How many eggs do you think are inside of this clutch right here? Not including the 2, 4, 6, 8 that we already have up here in this sim container. How many do you think are right here, guys? Go ahead and take a guess. I'm going to give you guys 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And we're going to go ahead and do the rest of these. Bam. For those of you asking, you know, why do these stick together like that? So they actually, when they lay these eggs, there's this glue. And it's not like literal glue, but it does make them stick together. And kind of like when a baby's born, you know, they're very sticky. I don't know if you guys know that, but I don't have any kids, but I've heard that they're very sticky, okay? And I think it's similar to that, and that's what kind of makes these all stick together. So once it dries up, you know, they stick. Because if you ever go and see a a clutch of eggs that has just dropped, a really fresh set of eggs, they aren't stuck together yet. But if you let them sit there for a little bit, they stick just like that. You see, I'm only holding one. Look at that. bam. And you want to be a little careful doing that. You don't want to tear the egg or anything. I have a little bit of experience doing this now, so look at, boom, one right there, and kind of roll it against the other egg, almost like you're pressing in on it, so that, again, you don't end up ripping any of the eggs and, you know, therefore not having eggs to incubate. But there we go. So if you guys took a guess, let's see, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 eggs. 24 eggs out of this clutch, guys. That is freaking amazing. Again, I am super happy. Hopefully we have a very high fertility rate with these. We're going to see how many of these eggs are actually viable, which so far we're at 100%. Where is this embryo at? Is it right there? It is right there. Bam. So we're going to continue marking these so that we know where they're at. Look at this small egg right here. Look at that, very weak. There's an embryo right there floating, but very, very weak veins. I don't like how that looks. I mean, it is what it is. I can't control it all, right? But if there's any egg that I'd have to bet that's not going to make it, it's going to be that one, honestly. And, ooh, that was not good. I don't like rolling the eggs like that. There we go, another embryo. I don't know, can you guys see that? Like all these veins everywhere. And you have this little embryo in the middle right there connected. Probably time-lapse this for you guys starting now so you don't have to watch me do the same repetitive thing over and over again. Our 2 sim containers already filled up. I think 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, perfect. So we're going to use 3 containers and we'll be good. I thought we were almost going to need a 4th right there. Almost done, guys. Again, I don't know how, but we got 100% of these that are viable eggs. No duds. Her first clutch ever. She's never been bred before until now. And all of these eggs are viable. I'm going to go ahead and turn on all the lights, guys, so that we can get a better look at this. But that is just amazing. Look at that. All of these eggs, viable eggs right here. Wow. Look at that. We got 8 eggs inside of each one of these sim containers. We got 3 sim containers. So that is 24 fertile Burmese Python eggs right here. Again, I have 3 of these that are, or 4 of these. Look at 2, 4 right there that are a little on the small side, but I got 2 with really heavy veins and 2 that are, you know, slightly less veins inside. So we're going to see how they're going to do, but not too hopeful in, but we are going to see if they do well, to be honest. I mean, only time can tell and incubation can tell when it comes to that. So hopefully, you know, they're good, but we're going to see. We're going to throw these in the incubator at 88 degrees. You can do 87 or 89 degrees. I like 88 because it gives me a fluctuation of 1 degree down, 1 degree up, and I'm still in a safe spot. But I did want to show you guys this because when I was younger breeding these, I was always wondering, you know, what is the rate of when I pair them, feeding them, schedule like that to the point where they actually drop eggs. So that's Diamond right here. Again, a super hypo granite head albino paired with a pearl granite. Again, pearl is a hypo albino. And I paired them on December 10th of 2022. We got 2 visual locks that same day. Her last meal was 12:13, and then last shed was on 12:20 right there, and then she had her swelling or ovulation January 12th right there, 2023, and then she had her her pre-lay shed on 3/02/23, which was not too long ago at all. It was this month, and that's basically how it goes. And then today is 3/31, and that's when she's dropping right now. So this is only 28 days later or 29 days later, and she's already dropping eggs. So just in case you guys are wondering, that's how that schedule works right there. Hopefully that helps any of you guys out, because that's something I used to look for when I first wanted to breed these, and it was a kind of hard information to actually find, to be honest. So I'm going to put lay date on this, 3/31/23, and this helps me actually. It kind of just engraves this in my head, and I have them stuck on those cages right there. You can see all my cages have them. And funny enough, we actually have another Burmese Python about to drop pretty soon. So that was Diamond right there. Luna's not going this season, but I do have Darling up here, which is a green granite head albino. Again, same pairing we did last year, we're doing this year because a lot of people really like them. Those hypos came out super nice. I actually kept 2 holdbacks for myself, and I'm going to show you guys those right now. We have the hypo albino granite right here. Hypo granite het albino. This is my favorite one right here. A little bit spicy, not going to lie to you. But if you look at this beautiful, beautiful baby right here, this guy is just a gorgeous snake with a very spicy little attitude, honestly, for some reason. I don't know why, but these granites do tend to be spicy sometimes. A lot of them aren't, and I think once you put albino with granite, they tend not to be spicy at all. But look at that. Just the colors on this guy are just insanely gorgeous. Gorgeous colors on this, almost a lack of color. And this is 100% het green right here, 100% het albino, but this is just a hypo granite that I hatched out. Freaking love this thing right here. It's absolutely gorgeous male. And then I have another male holdback right here. And again, remember how I said once you add albino, they tend not to be as spicy. No hissing, nothing right there. And there's a hypo albino granite, or again, a pearl granite right here, 100% het green. And look at that, just a gorgeous snake right there. These are holdbacks. These are almost a year old, and you guys can see they're about, I want to say 2.5, almost 3 foot long, but not quite there yet. And these guys will have a very big growth spurt in the next couple 6 months, actually, and that's what they tend to do. I mean, I've seen it before with retics and whatnot, and Burms tend to be the same. They're slow growers, but not that slow. Back to the eggs, guys. We actually got to get these into the incubator. So first off, I'm going to actually go ahead and close all of these off. Now, with Burmese Python eggs and retic eggs, usually I actually put a saran wrap, I think it's called, or tight seal wrap. You guys see it in the last video that I did. I'm actually going to try not doing that with some of these eggs, because you know what? I was seeing that there's too much humidity. I don't know if this facility has, you know, just a higher humidity in here or what, but I don't know, honestly. So we're going to try it without, because I was seeing there's too much humidity building up and actually dropping on these. And these are looking to do good just by themselves without any wrap on them. So if it works good for you with the wrap, awesome. Don't forget to let them breathe every so often. If it doesn't work like that for you, well then, I mean, that's why you buy a sim container, so you don't have to modify anything at all and just keep it like this. Where do I have tape, bro? X diamond, and then this is lay date 3/31/23. We got to mark all of these. It's funny because if not, I will lose track of what's what very easily with how many clutches we have going. Funny enough, we actually have Woma pythons dropping eggs as we speak right now, so nothing is stopping right now. We just started pairing some Pituophis, some bull snakes, and some pine snakes, guys. So very soon we'll break out some videos of bull snakes and pine snakes breeding. Not only that, but we'll be pulling eggs from those, incubating eggs from those, showing you guys different methods of incubation with those as well. And it's not really a different method, to be honest. It's just a different temperature. It's basically the same thing. The only 2 eggs I'm going to show you guys this season, hopefully show you guys this season, incubating. I mean, we're going to get eggs, but, you know, who knows if they're fertile or not. Are going to be the Aspidites, or the Womas and Blackheads. Now, those are 2 eggs I struggle with. I've never bred Blackheads, but the Womas are one I struggle with because those eggs are very, very fragile to humidity, and they almost want more airflow going through the containers. So what I've heard is drilling holes through my sims. I have a whole separate incubator just for those eggs this season. We're going to see what happens with that. But let's go ahead and put these inside of an incubator, guys. And pretty soon we'll hopefully have a whole incubator full of Burmese Python eggs. Okay, guys, so we have this makeshift incubator right here that I made. This is my OG incubator. I've had this for the longest. This is the 3rd facility, and this is the first incubator I had and I built. You guys can see right there, I have it set to 89, but it sits at 88 degrees right there. That's just how these things work. You got to find where their sweet spot is. We have a computer fan again inside of here. And look, just from opening this right there, it's dropping to 86.9 degrees right there. So we know the thermostat's working. That's a really good thing right there. And we're going to go ahead and drop these eggs inside of this incubator right here. This is going to be the Burmese Python incubator. We know that because I can almost guarantee we're filling this incubator with Burmese Pythons. That's if Darling goes ahead and gives us a full clutch of eggs that are fertile that we can incubate in general. And there we go, guys. So we'll catch you guys very, very soon when all of these hatch. We're closing that up. Let it get back to 88. All right, y'all. So there we go. You guys saw me put it in the incubator, all the eggs in the incubator. You saw me pull the eggs. I showed you guys all my notes and whatnot for her, you know, breeding, laying, all that. She's in the tub still right here, being such an ever good girl. Yes, girl. I really don't want to get bit by you. I'm gonna pet your head anyways. She's so freaking cute, aren't you? Look at her eyes. She has the meanest eyes in the world. She has blue eyes. Look at that. She has the meanest looking eyes ever. But yeah, she did an amazing job. I'm going to go ahead and put her back into her enclosure. Hopefully she'll take a meal. Look at that. She looks so skinny. She looks lethargic. Did such a good job, Mama. Look at that. She did just a fantastic job having those babies. Oh my goodness. She's a first time mama right here. So thank you, girl. Diamond did an excellent job. If you think Diamond did an excellent job, don't forget, guys, go ahead and like and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And if you want to show your support, go ahead, go to the Instagram at s.b.reptiles, guys. You guys can see more. Go to my Morph Market. All those links are going to be in the description down below, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you soon. Oh, there you go, girl. No more eggs. Shout out to my boy LA Exotics for recording all these videos, baby. Go follow him. Yeah, that's it. There he goes.